Okay, welcome back. This is Getting Ready to Work, connecting with adult services, support, and services. This is part 12 of our Getting Ready to Work series from Arkansas Rehabilitation Services Region 4 Pre-ETS counselors. We are preparing a job-ready, career-bound workforce to meet the needs of Arkansas employers. And, of course, this is a PowerPoint. Our goals and objectives for today include to identify and explore potential adult community service providers that can help you achieve your post-high school employment, education, and adult living goals. Our objective, however, is based on your preferences, strengths, and limits. You and your family will create a culturally sensitive transition process from school to post-school activities, including post-secondary education, vocational education, integrated employment, that would include supported employment, and continuing and adult education, adult services, living arrangements, or community participation. And below is our CTE frameworks for you teachers and career readiness practice. And of course, this is brought to you by the Zero Institute of the University of Oklahoma and has been edited for Arkansan use with permission by the University of Oklahoma. Thank you. Now, we are going to be connecting with adult supports and services. We are the Arkansas Department of Workforce Services, and we will be talking about some of these services that are yours to look at and you might need later on in life. Connecting with adult supports and services. You're going to learn about supports and services here in Arkansas that are available after you graduate to help achieve your work, living, or further education goals. Now, you are to be strong enough to stand alone, smart enough to know when you need help, and brave enough to ask for it. Adult supports and services. Your IEP or 504 may address special supports that you need to be successful while you're in school. But once you're out of school, what happens? These supports stop when you leave school. So you're going to have to find a plan. If you need help to get a job, further your education, or a place to live, you will have to seek and apply for these special supports or services. They just don't come to you. You got to know where they are. You have to advocate for yourself. Now, there are adult supports and services out there. What are some of the adult services and supports that are available to help you achieve your post-secondary career, education, and living goals? Those are the big three: post-secondary, career, education, and living. That's work, education, and living. And right here we have Disability Rights Arkansas. In case you think you've been discriminated against by any means because of your disability, contact them. We also have the Area Agency on Aging of Western Arkansas. Okay, we talked about these transition areas. What we're going to be talking about today is these activities that help you achieve your goals in your transition area. And you got 4 of them. You might have post-high school education. You might need some training, or you might want to go to college after you graduate. Employment. You might need to achieve your goal. You might need some help in employment. You might need help to find out where you're going to live after your high school. And of course, there's community participation. Again, I'll tell you this, the easiest way to participate in your community is register to vote and vote. Now, here is my word here. Remember this, asking for help is never a weakness. Instead, it's a personal strength. Say that again. Asking for help is never a weakness. Instead, it's a personal strength. So here is some sample of coordinated activities. Okay, post-high school education. You might need education after you get out of high school. It may be vocational, it may be academic. You can visit the Disability Service Office in your vocational college or university office to help you be successful in that training or that education. Now, employment is always the go. The activity that will help you be employed will be sign up with Arkansas Rehabilitation Adult Vocation Services. That's after high school. A place to live. You might want to visit homes and apartments for rent and see how much it costs to live alone. You can do this right now with a newspaper and look how much it's going to cost you to live alone. It will be very scary. And as I said before, community participation. The easiest way to participate in your community is register to vote, then vote. Easiest thing to do for community participation is register to vote. Who makes these connections? Who can help you to the agency? You and your family might be doing this on your own. Teachers can help you right now. Your adult VR counselor may help you make a connection to the agency that you need. Or other agencies, people may reach out to you to help you. Not often, but they could. Okay, it's time to get your Arkansas High School diploma. And there is a number if you need that. Possible agency connections. You might need help with transportation, getting you back and forth to work or getting you back and forth to school or wherever. You might need help with that. You might need help to get services at your disability support services at post-secondary education. It could be a career technical center, it could be a community college or a four-year college. But you need those supports to be successful in your next step of training. One-stop career centers. In Arkansas, we call it Arkansas Workforce Development. Arkansas Rehab Services. We can help you with independent living supports or employment supports. The Department of Human Services. They give you funds, money maybe if you need it, food, transportation, and health care. Financial Planning, Counseling, Credit Counseling of Arkansas. So that's CCOA, Credit Counseling of Arkansas. You might get in a bind financially. They can help you find a way to pay your bills and get reasonably out of debt. Or you might have mental health needs here in Arkansas. I just put Mill Creek in there for example. And this is the Workforce Innovation and Opportunity Act, WIOA, and our WIOA partners that include Methodist Village, Arkansas Career Development Center, Crawford County Adult Education Center, the National Apprenticeship Training Foundation, Western Arkansas Planning and Development District, and what I'm blocking right here is the Arkansas Division of Workforce Services, or also our little division is Arkansas Rehabilitation Services. We are all WIOA partners. Okay, transportation. Where are you going to need to go for transportation? You're going to drive yourself? Well, you're going to need a valid driver's license, not to mention a car. And this is after high school. Think about it. Are you just going to depend on your friends and family to drive you around? Carpool with them? Are you going to use public transit in your area if it's possible? A bus, train, taxi? Is that in our area? Post-high school education. You got career and technical education. Vista College is one of the technical centers that you can get licenses and certifications for maybe jobs you're looking for. A community college usually lasts 2 years and gives you an associate's degree. Or a college or university, that's 4 years of training or education. And there's an example, there's my favorite, Pistol Pete for Oklahoma State University. Or better yet, there's the military option. And the branches of the military, if you enlist and you're in the military, they will offer you avenues to get licenses and degrees. And there's the U.S. Army. Okay, career and technical education. This offers you the opportunity to learn about experiences in a career that interests you even before you graduate from high school. It provides a vocational certification, a license maybe, or maybe even an associate's degree. Not often. Right above here we have Vista College. Vista College, I know, offers IT classes, electrical classes, dental tech classes, CNA classes. And all those will be licenses or degree or certificates. Tri-State Career Center. They do CDL trucking license, diesel mechanics, and heavy equipment operators licenses. Petra, on the other hand, here in Fort Smith, it provides you with either a CNA training or even veterinary tech, for example. And also we have Fort Smith School of Massage and Arthur's Beauty College. And both of them will offer certificates and licenses where you can start work as either a masseuse or a barber. Okay, community college. These are usually 2-year colleges that offer technical and training opportunities. Now here's the good news. If you leave your high school, you graduate high school and you still have some weaknesses in reading, math, and writing, they will offer community courses. Yes, community colleges will offer remedial courses in reading, math, and writing to make you a stronger employee. Degrees offered there could be associate's degree, that's 2 years of training in college. Certification, just like a training institute, and licenses. And I have examples of Northwest Arkansas Community College, Shorter College, and University of Arkansas Morrilton Community College. Great places to learn. Now, this is a university or 4-year college. These programs offer a degree after 4 years of study, which we call a bachelor's degree. For example, I have Arkansas Tech, Arkansas State, UCA, and University of Arkansas. They have a lot of courses and majors available to you, but you have to meet specific requirements to go in there. For example, a good score on the ACT, or a grade point in high school has to be such and such. Yeah, you might want to think you want to go to one of these schools, but maybe you started out at a community college make sure if you want to transfer and get that bachelor's degree to a 4-year college, make sure your advisor, see an advisor at one of these schools and see if they will, your hard work at community college will transfer to a 4-year college university later. Make sure of that. Don't make, a lot of people make that mistake. And there we go. This is UCA. Go UCA.com. Go here, go anywhere. Probably one of the finest colleges in Arkansas. Okay, well now we got the military education. Let's say you decide to go to the military. Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, or Coast Guard. Now they will train you for a variety of jobs just for what you're going to be doing in the military. But you're also eligible for educational benefits that can go all the way up to associate's degree while you're serving in that branch of service. That's something to think of, and that would be free. But however, I do want to emphasize, is so, and don't blow off the ASVAB test while you're here at school. That's ASVAB. That is very important if you're going to join the military, to have a good score on your ASVAB test. And I have resources that can help you score well on the ASVAB test. Okay, we got something we call one-stop career centers. In Arkansas, we call it another name, and I'll get to that. These centers are available throughout your community and offer these services. Youth services, maybe in summer employment and other workshops. They might give you career counseling. They can give you employment and job search workshops where you know how to search for jobs that you want to take. Job search assist. They might help you with that job search, and they might help you creating a resume and prepping for an interview, for example. And they also do testing and assessments in many areas that will make you more attractive to an employer. They will also look at the labor market and economic information and the future of the job that you want to do. Is there a future in the job? Is there a really high likelihood of you being employed in that place, or is that so many people are working there it's hard to get in? And that's it. And in Arkansas, we call it the Arkansas Workforce Centers. Arkansas Workforce Centers. That's your one career stop. Look for the one in your area. Okay, the Arkansas Division of Workforce Services. In Fort Smith, we have, it's over here in Garrison Avenue. There's the address. Remember this phone number, 479-783-0231. Call them, and there's a whole lot of services available for you. And get on their road. Now, you can find your one-stop career center. Maybe you're in another state, but or you may be in Arkansas. In Arkansas, it will be Division of Workforce Services. But if you're going to live in another state, you might want to find the place. I would look at this right here, www.servicelocator.org, and that will find the one-stop career center in your area, whether it be in Arkansas or another state. Now, we are Arkansas Rehabilitation Services. We work under the Arkansas Division of Workforce Services, but our mission is vastly different. We help you find and keep a job, or even get the training or education that you need to get that job. That you need to apply for these services at your local vocational rehab office. You've got to ask if you want training after high school, whether it be college or just training. Contact Arkansas Rehabilitation Services and sign up for adult vocational rehab services. And at Arkansas Rehabilitation Services, we can help you find a job, help you get that job training. Maybe you need job coaching. We can even provide assistive technology that helps you be a productive employee on your job. You might need some things just in order to work. And we also coordinate with other agencies for supports for you. But remember again, you got to apply for adult services and you got to meet certain requirements. And here's our page. I am going to take it that you are a pre-ETS client here at your school and getting Arkansas Rehabilitation Services. When it comes to time, you can choose either yes or no that you want your case transferred to adult services after you're at high school. We will start the process. You sign here and your guardian will sign right here, and you both date. We get this form and we can start you on your way for adult VR services. This is our form. Okay, let's talk a little bit about independent living centers, also may be known as IL centers. Now, these things provide supports and teach skills that you might need if you have a disability where you can live where and how you want. And I got examples here. I have Boast, Easter Seals, and here's some addresses if you want to find out how you can live more independently. We have some places in Boast and Easter Seals. Very good places. Now, Arkansas Rehab Services. You want to locate the rehabilitation service near you where you live. Go to www.arcareereducation.org and you'll find one of the offices that will help serve you, because you might need them in the future. Now, our office, we have two offices in the Region 4 area. We got Fort Smith office and the Boonville office. Right here is two addresses and phone numbers. I would suggest that you might want to take a picture of this to put on your phone, this whole slide. And I'm going to leave it for about 5 seconds. And right there is two of our adult VR counselors, one of our finest. Right here, this young lady is Shannon Faulkner, and the one on the other side right here, the brunette, is Judy Skurspitz. They're very fine vocab counselors, and maybe, just maybe, they might be yours. Okay, one of the things I want to talk to you about is Credit Counseling of Arkansas, otherwise known as CCOA. You can get help to meeting your financial obligations related to adult living, working, or going to college. Sometimes these bills catch up with you. And you might want to go to Credit Counseling of Arkansas, otherwise known as CCOA. Now, there's 3 locations that I know of: Fayetteville, Bentonville, and Fort Smith. Credit Counseling of Arkansas can help you get those bills in order and know what, and make a budget where you don't get out of your budget. And there's the phone numbers and addresses. I would really suggest you take a picture of this for future reference. Okay, here's something I want to talk about having a disability in healthcare. Mostly, it is very challenging when you have a disability and you're on your own and you're looking for healthcare access. Just want you to think about this. 1 in 3 people with disabilities do not have a healthcare provider. 1 in 3 people with disabilities have unmet healthcare needs because it costs too much in the past year, they say. And 1 in 4 did not have a routine medical checkup in the past year. People with disabilities, 1 in 4 did not have a medical checkup in the past year. You should have a medical checkup every year. Okay, other supports. Think about it. Where can you get food stamps? Well, if you want to get food stamps, here's the Arkansas Department of Human Services. Maybe you have a shortage of food. Where are you going to go? You might want to go here again, or Hope Campus. Emergency health care. You might want to apply for Medicaid. Assistance with utility bills. You know, there's Human Services, Credit Counseling of Arkansas, Disability Rights, Clothing Assistance. Where do you go? Maybe Hope Campus, maybe Department of Human Services, maybe Social Security Administration. You know, we have access right here. This helps you get assistive technology to help you live on your own. Office of Disability Services right here in this corner. That's where you might want to go to get those supports you need to be successful in your training, whether it's college or vocational. And let's face it, some people do not treat you right or discriminate against you, or things in these places of work is hard to navigate. Go to Disability Rights Arkansas. Call them up. Please do this. Talk to your family about this activity and all these agency connections that you may be interested in. You should be able to achieve your adult living, working, and education vision, but you're going to need help. And I would suggest contact 3 agencies and just ask them how they can help you and find out what they really do. And then use this information for your future or future reference. Now, you have any questions, just send it to us. We will be happy to help. We're Arkansas Rehabilitation Services. We're pre-ETS service counselors, and that stands for Pre-Employment Transition Services. Remember the acronym FEAR. You can forget everything and run, or you can face everything and rise. The choice is yours. And thank you from your Region 4 Pre-ETS counselors, Kyle Kuiper, Dana Byram, and Byron Laster, not Gabby Hayes. Wishing you a good day. Thank you. And there I am. Okay, we're stopped recording.